Hello everyone. So today let's see how can we make a very cheap SMD desoldering station using just some resistors. So the first thing you're going to need is a beefier power supply. Here I'm using a 12 volt 7H battery, and you can use any 12 volt power supply with a minimum 2 amp rating. And this is our main point of attraction. This is what gets hot. These are two 10 ohm 20 watt resistors, and we're going to need two of them because we are going to connect them in parallel. Combined it gives 5 ohms at 40 watt rating. So just as an insulator, I'm going to use a piece of cork sheet so that it's acting kind of like an insulator, heat insulator. And just to keep the resistors a little bit far away from the battery, I'm going to use a piece of random metal that I found. And just like that, you are making a very simple SMD desoldering bed. Now all you have to do is connect both the wires to the battery. And because this is just a pair of resistors, polarity doesn't matter. Here you can see the battery voltage is around 12.3 volts, and I completely forgot to measure the current flow through the wire, but a simple calculation will give you that it is around 2 amps. Right now I'm putting the multimeter onto temperature mode, and within a few minutes you will see on the screen how much it has risen up to. So in the meantime, let me tell you something about the very simple arrangement. You can use any 12 volt 2 amp power supply of your choice, or you can use any 12 volt 2 amp rated step down transformers. Because this is just a pair of resistors, you can use AC or DC, it doesn't matter. And now if you look at the screen, you can see almost 283 degrees marked on the multimeter, and look carefully down below, you will see some smoke coming from the resistors. And that's why I said if you're going to make it by yourself, do it only in a very well ventilated area, otherwise your room is going to smell like burned up electronics for a very long time. Trust me, I'm actually regretting this doing inside. So this is going to be a test subject. This is a dual sided board, but we can consider it as a single side because there are not a lot of components on the other side. Let's keep it on top of the resistor set, and let's wait so that the temperature of the board rises to a good amount. And it took almost like 3 minutes for the resistors to get up to 289-290 degrees Celsius. And when you're putting this board on top of it, it's going to absorb the heat, so the temperature will fall for a short while, and after that the temperature will rise back up, eventually heating up the solder and melting it so that we can easily pick it with a pair of tweezers. So let me zoom down, let me give you a close-up of what is happening. And with the temperatures reaching up to 300 degrees, you can see the wire that I used to connect to the resistors. Even the solder on that particular portion is melted, and that's the reason why I had some wires twisted around it. And now if you look closely, you can see some bubbling action happening around some resistors. That is a flux coming off, and soon you will see that all the tracks will be somewhat shiny. And if you see that, that means your pads are ready to get desoldered, and with just the help of a tweezer you can easily take out the components. Here let me show you how you can do it. So you can see with just there is nothing else in here. It's just a pair of 40 watt resistors connected to a battery, and that is enough to desolder all your SMD components. Now I agree that this can be used only with single sided board. For dual side, you can use it for dual side board also, but you have to be very much careful because the components that are directly in contact with the resistor are going to fall down immediately, even before you are trying to take out the components from the top layer, So, and you can see it's working really well with ICs also. Sometimes it may take some time because the solder that they used on the board, they may be of a different temperature rating. And however, this resistor bed reached a maximum temperature of 312, I suppose, when I left it untouched for around 10 minutes. Nothing attached, just connected straight across the battery. It reached around 312, the maximum. The room was well ventilated, there was no fan going on, so it was on its own. So that is the maximum temperature that this setup can give you, and that temperature is enough to desolder almost all kind of SMD items. You can see on the other side, almost not some, but almost all the components are already fell down due to the extreme heat. That's the only downside of it. It's mostly suited for single-sided application, but you can use it, if you are in need of an SMD soldering station or a desoldering station, shall I say. This is the cheapest way to get it done. And you can see these couple of resistors down here, these capacitors down here are somewhat stubborn, and it needs some more heating, because no matter how much flat the resistor set really is, the board, because of the uneven component sizes, will always have some trouble reaching the correct temperature. So we have to keep some components for some extra long time to get it desoldered. But overall, when I tried desoldering components, it worked really fine. And even I tried putting the components back in after removing all the residues. It really worked just fine, but you have to be extra careful because you are heating the entire board just to solder one single component. So that makes it somewhat more difficult, because you can accidentally take out some random components while messing with the board. So there you go. That's the most cheapest SMD desoldering station that you can build out of a couple of random resistors. So try it yourself. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I just want to show this thing to you. This is what I use. So yeah, bye. See you with another video.